What's up, internet? It's Sunny again, and in today's video I found out that Kadzo, I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, is advocating for a person who is running for mayor in St. Petersburg, Florida. And the slogan for this mayoral race is unity through reparations. I don't really know what to say to that. Literally speechless. So I went to his website. And there he is. Being white and all. It's so silly. So this guy, if you don't know, I reacted to Ghazi in a few videos ago. And his whole thing is just, we need reparations for black people. Like, that's pretty much all it is. So, I'm at his website. I'm going through what his campaign platform is, basically. So, number 1, reparations and economic development to the black community. First of all, I have huge issues with reparations in general because we can't even properly fund Medicaid or Medicare. It is so much in debt that it's gonna run out. I mean, it's already run out. It's just in debt. How in the world do you expect for Americans to pay for reparations for black people? I understand that blacks were brought here due to horrible circumstances, but if you really get down to the nitty-gritty, blacks should be paying blacks for reparations. We did slavery too. So did the Arabs. Should Muslims pay for reparations for us too, even though they may not have had ancestors that directly descended from slave owners? Not all white people descended from slave owners. There could be white people who fought and died in the Civil War, or fought alongside and marched alongside Martin Luther King and had no affiliation or no anything with slavery. And yet they would be responsible for reparations. The history is too complicated, and we would have to go through a family history of everyone to make sure that the taxes coming out would have to pay for reparations. And even if they did get that all right, I would still be against it. I'm good without government money. I don't want to be dependent. It seems like Ghazi is trying to be taken care of so that he don't have to work and he can laugh in the face of white people because that's all he does. So I'm against reparations in any form. That's just me. If you don't agree, that's fine, whatever. I'm not for reparations. Number 3 on his list of issues that he's advocating for is black community control of police and drastic reduction of police budget. Why in the... Ooh, this makes me want to cuss. Who is calling me? JT, dang it. Make this quick, girl. I am filming a video. Okay, thanks. Bye. That was my sister. You can see her in my last video about talking about masturbation. That's fun. Why in the world would you want to drastically cut police funding? For some reason, blacks have a problem with police. They have a problem with authority. Is it because, maybe, that the people who are advocating for no police commit lots of crimes? I mean, seriously, it's just having less police and then have it controlled by people who are advocating them not to have money. You're going to have a corrupt police force. They're not going to effectively police, and they're not going to have the tools to do it. So that is just lose all around. Cutting the police funding is a bad idea. I don't even know why you put this on. I mean, at least lie about it. That's what politicians do. They lie. Say, oh, we're going to drastically raise the police funding, and then not do it. We would understand because you're a politician, but yet you sit here, I mean, that's what you say, and you think you're going to get elected mayor? Oh, okay, yeah. You really think that? I'm sorry. I thought you knew. Number 7 says, defend the rights of our city workers and raise the hourly wage to 15%. Okay, so raising the minimum wage has literally worked. If you raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, there has been a few cities that have done this, and it works, short term. They could see the effects of, oh, this is a more living wage that I can work with. This is great. I can afford the things now, but then, down the line, oh, you're going to get laid off because I can't afford to pay you $15 an hour. Oh no, the price of milk has gone up to $6. That's going to happen. In Seattle, they raised the minimum wage to 15%. A lot of people said that it's a success, but a lot of people have said that it's a failure because they have had to make so many changes to their business plans and, raising the prices of everything to combat that $15 an hour. The workers are saying that it's great because they get to have that $15 an hour, but the business owners are saying that it's not so great because they have to do all of these changes and redo their business plan and their spending plan because of this higher wages for people. So it's something that is controversial. I'm not personally for $15 an hour, even though I think that is a more living wage. I think that is great, but not every job deserves $15 an hour. If you work at McDonald's, or if you work at a fast food place, or if you work, at a gas station, your skill level does not deserve $15 an hour. Whether or not you have a college degree or not, whether you're just doing it to get some extra money, whether or not that's your full-time employment, that's the only income that you have to use and have skills or go to college to get those skills, or, build yourself up to get promoted and have other places to go and work before you can get that $15 an hour. That is just my opinion. Number 9, it says end homelessness in St. Petersburg. By providing affordable housing and innovative community-based solutions for homeless people to have control over their own lives, we will put an immediate end to the police harassment, abuse, and criminalization of the homeless population. Now, if you're going to take a whole community of homeless people and give them all housing without them doing anything to deserve it, without having to do anything, that is a bad idea. Building homes for every homeless person in St. Petersburg is going to run you dry of funds. It is a very lofty goal to have police funds cut, and then yet you want the homeless to have housing, because not all homeless people are mentally stable. They can't keep a job and they can't do all these things. And there's a reason that you avoid homeless areas, because, it's high in crime and, bad things happen. So this, I think, is a very, very bad idea. And I do sympathize with the homeless. I volunteer, to feed the homeless sometimes. It hasn't happened in a while because of this new job, but it's happened. But not every homeless person can be saved, unfortunately, and I think this is going to run funds dry if he's mayor of St. Petersburg. It's not going to happen, but it would run funds dry. Build affordable citywide drug rehabilitation program and decriminalize drug addiction. While I agree that there should be ready and available help for people who are wanting to be rehabilitated from drugs and things like that, but decriminalizing drugs, I think, except for marijuana, I think is a bad thing. Heroin is very dangerous and you can overdose on it. I think crack, cocaine, any other drug besides marijuana is very, very dangerous. And you see the effects that it has on people, how it makes people crazy, how it makes people go through withdrawals without having it. And that's why they would do anything to get it. And if you're going to decriminalize these drugs, besides marijuana, I'm okay with decriminalizing marijuana, even though I'm not a smoker myself. I don't smoke it. I don't like it. I can see that. But any other drugs, and then you're going to cut the police force funding? Okay. You don't make sense, but I'm reading on. Restore all rights for people with felonies. What? Are you kidding me? You want to give rights to people who have committed crimes. Okay, so a felony is a serious crime. A misdemeanor, I can see. Okay, we can compromise on misdemeanors. Petty crime. But felonies? So you're telling me that if a person murders someone, legit murder, they are guilty, they did it, you want them to have rights even though they took the life away from someone else and they didn't have a right to do so? I am literally confused. I am confused, y'all. That is ridiculous. End attacks on undocumented immigrants. I don't know what it is about people all of a sudden caring about illegal immigrants. Is it because of Trump? Oh, okay, yeah, it is because of Trump. Just because they come here and they want a better life, go through the process. That's all you gotta do. Go through the process. Yes, it may cost some money, but that is what you do to become a citizen. If you go any other country in the world, they have a process. No one complains about it. I don't understand why America and now Canada is so hell-bent on getting illegal immigrants in America without any type of process, no type of papers, no type of application process or anything. Why is that? I remember. They want the votes. Democrats have this bleeding heart story of how this dreamer wanted to be in America and make something of himself, but he didn't have enough gall to fill out the application. But yeah, he wants to make something of himself. But I'm done with that, okay? If you're going to come to America, do it the legal way, become a citizen, and assimilate to our culture. It's really not that hard. And the last thing on here, which is a bunch of bunk. Healthcare is a human right. No, it's not. Healthcare is not a right. Healthcare is a service that is, it's an agreement. Hey, do you want to service on my body? I am sick. Can you fix me? Okay, yes, I agree to, as long as you pay me. Insurance will take care of that. That is it. It is not a right. We do not have a right. That is nowhere in the Constitution does it say the well-being of you is our number one priority. It just doesn't. And if you can prove otherwise, I will be waiting here. Please comment down below. Where in the Constitution or in the Bill of Rights or any type of official document that we make laws on, how does it outline how healthcare is a right? It's not. Neither is abortion. I was just throwing that out there because it's not a right. So Jesse Nevel is his name. Unity through reparations. I am so done. And this guy he's in the background of all of Ghazi's, like, not all of them, but he's in the background of these videos. And like, if you look up the definition of white guilt, his face, bam, right there. White guilt spokesperson. He's just right there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so I can get more subscribers. And if you're new here, please subscribe. And yeah, so I just want to grow the audience so I can get my word out and wake up Black people. So have a great day, y'all. I'll go do the same. Bye.